Hey everyone, and welcome back. It's Julianne here, and today I'm sharing this super cute and easy baby card. I'm going to be featuring a few Honeybee Stamps products, including the Circle Spotlight Stencil, the Baby Sentiment Die Set, the Woodland Baby Stamp Set, as well as the A2 Double Stitch Frames. So let's get started. I'm going to start out my card today by stamping the cute little fox images from the Woodland Baby Stamp Set onto some Express It blending cardstock. And I'm going to be stamping them with some Memento Tuxedo black ink today so that I can do some Copic coloring. I'm going to be doing some super fast and easy coloring today compared to other videos that I've done. And I'm going to start with my lightest color, coloring in the body of the Mama Fox, and then coming in with my medium shades, adding some shading to my images, and continuing that until I get to my darkest color before working my way back down to my lightest. I personally don't think that there's a wrong way for you to color, as long as you're happy with how it came out, but for me, I find that this gives me the best results. So I'm just going to continue to color, and I will make sure to have all my marker caps off to the side of the screen so that you can see which color combinations I'm using today, and I'll be right back. So once I'm done with all of my coloring, I'm going to be using the coordinating dies to die cut out my image. And I do want to mention, even though I'm not going to be using them in today's card, that this coordinating die set will cut out the sentiments that are included in the stamp set. And this is something that I love when a coordinating die set cuts out the sentiments of any stamp set that I personally purchase. Next, I'm going to start working on my background for my card today. And for that, I'm going to be using some Distress Oxide inks as well as the Circle Spotlight Stencil. I absolutely love this stencil set. I have used it in quite a few of my videos lately. I love that there are multiple sizes that you can pick and choose from. And today, I'm going to be using the largest circle size included in this stencil set. And I'm going to be positioning it off the right-hand side of my background panel. Once I have that where I want it, I'm going to be temporarily adhering it down using some purple tape, and then I'm going to start my ink blending. Today I am going to be using Distress Oxide inks in Broken China, and I am going to be doing my ink blending using a blender brush. And I'm just going to be doing most of my ink blending around the outside edge of that circle, really concentrating most of my color there, and then fading the color into the center of the circle. Once I am done with all of my ink blending, I will remove the stencil to reveal my blended area before moving on. Off camera, I did do some additional die cutting where I used the A2 double stitch frames to die cut down my background, as well as the baby sentiment die set. And I did use this die set to die cut some blue cardstock a total of 3 times. And I also used the shadow die that's included in this set to die cut a piece of vellum. And I'm just going to start working on adhering all 3 of those layers of my sentiment together using some liquid adhesive before I adhere them onto my vellum piece. And this is going to give my sentiment some really nice dimension for my card today. Once I had all of my layers of my sentiment adhered together, I really thought at this point that my card still was missing something. So I decided to run that sentiment die back through my die cutting machine, but this time I used some blue glitter cardstock. And once I had that all die cut out, I'm going to be just adhering that using that same liquid adhesive directly on top of my already die cut sentiment before I work on assembling the rest of my card. Before adhering my die cut sentiment to my card today, I'm going to be placing my background panel back into my MISTI, and I'm going to be stamping the rest of my sentiment using some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And I'm just going to stamp that sentiment twice so I get a nice crisp black outline. And my sentiment is now going to read, "Congratulations on your baby." And while I have my background panel in my MISTI, I'm also going to be stamping 3 of the star outline images, also found in that Woodland Baby stamp set. And I'm going to be stamping those onto my background before I color them in using some Copic markers. Next, I'm going to start working on assembling my card. I use liquid adhesive to adhere the frame from the A2 double stitch frame die to adhere my frame directly to my card base. And I'm going to be using some foam adhesive to adhere my background panel, and that's going to give my card a little bit of added dimension. And I'm going to be adhering that directly to my card base as well. Once I have my background panel adhered, I'm going to also be adhering my fox images down using that same foam adhesive. Finally, to finish off my card, I'm going to be adhering my die cut sentiment using both liquid and foam adhesive, and I'm going to be adhering that directly on top of my fox images. And once I have that all adhered and lined up, that's going to complete my card for today. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe for more card making ideas. If you are interested in any of the supplies I used today, they will all be listed and linked down below in the description. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting!